Hello everybody and welcome to On the Desk. I'm Justin and today we're going to take a deep dive into Land Rover's car configurator. I'm going to point out some of the key features that I think should be on everyone's truck. You may disagree, but we all know I'm right. So let's have a look here and start off at the home page. Scroll down, build your own. Going to give you the choices if you want the 90, the 110, or the 130. For this particular build, we're going to do the 130. You'll notice 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 options. Right? They're going to start you off at the base and work your way all the way up to their halo truck, the Defender X. Key thing to look for is engines in these trucks. There's a huge price jump for the engines. Now the 130 is going to be a bigger truck, and I am surprised that they don't have the V8 offered. They're probably going to do it as a maybe in a year or so as a new release or bring back some hype is my guess. Engine choice is critical. On this bigger truck, you're going to, in my opinion, want the P400, which is approximately a 400 horsepower motor, but they do offer on the S the P300. I think there's a slight typo here. That is not an inline 6. I don't believe it is a 3-liter. So if you want the Defender with the more fuel efficient motor, then the Defender S is going to be your only choice. But for this, we're going to work on a P400. And now we're going to take a quick look between what's the difference in the SE and the Dynamic SE. Bring up the Dynamic. All right, exterior. The Dynamic, come on, new gallery. The Dynamic has a shinier plastic in this area. Let's see if they give us a better picture of it. Yeah, right here. So this molding is going to be a gloss black. The checker plate up here is gloss black, as is the side vent. And the lower plastic is gloss black. I love the look of that. The downside is the stone chips scuff them up and it's just black, shiny black, you know, so it's easy to get nicks and marks in it. If that's something that's going to make you mental, then you're going to want to get the SE. The SE is going to have that flat black, very similar to our 110. All right, let's go back in here. So the SE with the flat black or the Dynamic with the high gloss. You also have the first edition. That may be the way to go on this build because they often throw in a better interior and some nicer features like cabin lighting, better stereo. And then the X is going to be, you know, the halo car with everything in it. It will also have the shiny black plastic in all the right areas. So for this build, because we don't want to spend any money like most people, we're going to start off with an SE. Yep, we understand there's global chain shortage. All right, here's all your accessory packs. Explorer, Country, Urban. They come with different features, you know, mud flaps, wheel arch protection. Now the wheel arch protections, let's see if this will load up for me. Will not. The wheel arch protection is the extended flare. Keep in mind that they come in matte black. So if you have a Dynamic X or an X and that's shiny down here and you get the wheel arches, they're going to be flat and they don't match and it makes everybody mental. So I'm going to pass on all of these because none of them are really what I want. I don't like the side carrier, but I really do like the roof rack. You know, I like the hood decal, nah, because we're going to put our own decals on. So I say we give all of these packs a skip, but they might be the right thing for you, and then you can save all that time and effort and just have them done at the port or at your dealership. So For this, we're gonna skip, go on to the exterior. All right, the only free paint is white paint, and the truck looks great in white, but we've got a thing with gray, and unfortunately for me, the Carpathian is the one that I'm in love with, so we're going to jump to the top of the tier, but you'll see it's $700 or $1,700. We need the gray, it's not even a question. Next step, signature graphic. What is that? That is this square on the side of the truck. There's been a lot of pushback, and Land Rover is now offering you the option to get rid of the body colored square and do a gloss black, which blends in with the glass. Why do you need the square? Anything on the roof that comes down over this wheel arch needs that square so it has something to lay up against without damaging the glass. So if you did the ladder or our roto packs, it's nice having a little bit of a cushion between the glass and the accessory. All right, we're gonna go with that. Moving on, visual packs. What are they? It's usually just a color option. We're gonna take a look at the front of this truck. It's got this silver stripe here, and the lettering is silver. So I'm a huge black pack fan, and there, we change the letters, we change this, and it's going to change these to a gloss instead of a flat black. It really, in my opinion, helps the truck a lot. It's not much money, and you get a lot of distinction in the vehicle compared to the silver. Now they have what's called a bright pack. I've seen this color on a couple of the trucks we've built here, and this front bumper almost looks metallic. It's not for me, but if that's the look you're going for, then the bright pack is going to be for you. We're going to switch this back. Black back it is. The wheel section, you really want to pay attention here. Don't go with the 19s. There is really very limited tire selection for 19s, and if you want an off-road tire, they're almost non-existent. If you pick a 20-inch wheel, then you're in luck. You can pretty much get any size you want from any brand. The downside is bigger rim, smaller sidewall. I'd rather have choice than that half-inch extra from the 19 where you can't get any tire sizes. So no matter what truck you build, you want to make sure that you don't have the 19. If you're doing a 90 or a 110, you can opt for the 18-inch steelies. That's perfect, but don't get the 19s. I've noticed a lot of the pre-builds come with 19s. All right, it's all dealer's choice here, right? You want different colors, different styles, different shapes. We generally change out the rims anyways. So I'm just gonna make sure they're 20s and move forward. Roof options. You want the body colored or the black roof. I normally go with the black roof. It's just a cosmetic thing. You can see I'm trying to get that dark gray and the black combo. So I'm gonna opt for that. And it comes with roof rails. That's how you would mount the roof rack or any of the accessories that you want to add to your roof. Perhaps ski rack, bike rack, roof rails, you want to make sure they're on there. All right, on to the interior. Again, dealer's choice. Doesn't matter if it's faux leather, real leather. Do you want electric seats? Don't want electric seats? You can run up the bill pretty quick here. For us in the Northeast, I want to make sure that I got heated seats. That's a thing. But for giggles, on this imaginary build, I'm opting for this beautiful tan interior. I'm in love with this interior. It's a pretty big jump, but it comes with the high-end 14-way heated and cooled seats. All right, moving along. Headliner. Generally, the lighter headliner makes the cabin feel bigger. The darker headliner gives it a cave feel. I tend to go with the darker headliner because we get the trucks dirty. Somebody reaches in with their hand and touches something, and then I gotta look at fingerprints for the rest of the truck's life. Next up is the hockey sticks. That's this section right here. You can get it in different wood. Also note that if you see this little arrow, it's going to change other things, right? Console finisher, you got to change that to ebony. Let's see what this one is. Have to change that to ebony. Ooh, all right, you'll have to lose the seats would change if we went with that color. All right, so I'll just go with the rough cut wood for now, and we're gonna leave our interior. Cross beams, I really think the darker cross beam looks the best. The white one, I've seen white, but again, I'm just thinking down the road, it's gonna be filthy. So I'm gonna stick with the darker color. Steering wheel options. Non-leather steering wheel, standard leather steering wheel. I'm just gonna stick with the standard wheel. I think you can only get that high-end steering wheel on the V8 Defender and not anything else. All right, steering column. I love the electric steering column. It lets you fine tune it. The other one's kind of clunky, but it's another moving electric part. You can opt for it or opt out of it. I'm gonna take the electronic one. Displays. Right now it appears that they don't have a chip shortage. Not too long ago, you could only get the small infotainment in the middle of the steering wheel. And right now they're offering the full digital dash. Definitely want that. It's a nice feature. And it looks like they're only offering the large screen. That's the right screen. Next. Okay, here we come down to the options. Off-road pack, what does that give you? Well, you're getting a rear locker with that. If you're doing any off-road driving or going to your hunting cabin, ski trips, highly recommend it. It's $1,500, but when you need traction, it's going to be there. Over here we have the terrain response 2 in the configurable panel. I always opt for that, but if you look over here, where did you go? If you go with the towing package, so are you going to tow it all? If you are, don't worry about the terrain response 2 because it's going to come with your towing package. If you're not towing, but you still want to off-road this, then you'll definitely want to grab that off-road pack. Convenience pack, it's nice. They put LEDs in there and you can change the color. I'm having a hard time spending $1,000 so I can change the light on the footwell from red to white, white to blue. If it's in the truck, I'll take it, but I'm not gonna hunt it up to get it. Cold pack, if you live where it's cold, it's a no-brainer. This one's $700. We get the heated windshield and heated steering wheel, so nice. Moving down, it's more a dealer's choice. Do you want these kind of things? You can hang your suit, cover up the bumper, first aid kit. Side steps may make sense for a lot of people. Get it done at the factory instead of saying, all right, now the truck's here, I can't get in it. If you like these, the look's pretty good in my opinion, $1,600. Solar windshield. This windshield's designed to help keep the truck cool, so all you hot climate people would probably jump on that $300 option so you don't get into a car that's 3,000 degrees. Smoker pack, cargo partition, 4-zone climate control. Out of these three, this is the only one that's interesting. If you are bringing people around a lot, especially maybe in this 130, and they want different temperatures. You're warm up front, they're cold back there. This will allow you to have the separate temperature for the different seating positions. Adaptive cruise, it's a very hot item right now. Everybody seems to love that. You set the cruise control and it follows the car in front of you. They slow down, you slow down. It helps a lot with distracted driving. We are on the highway constantly, so I'm going to opt for that. Another, in my opinion, must-have is the clear sight. If you put any cargo or gear in the back of this truck, you can't see out of the back. you fill the boot up to the top, and now you're just using the side mirrors. Clear Sight allows you to have a regular mirror or use the camera. We have these on all of our Defenders, and of all the things besides the rear locker, this is number 2 on the must-have list. Rear locker, Clear Sight. Heads-up display, I'm not throwing $1,000 at that. If you're a fan of it, great. It is cool. We have it on our V8. It shows what the lockers are doing, suspension's doing, or tells you how fast you're going. It came with the truck. I wouldn't opt for it personally. And last page, recovery eyes. Everybody seems to want these recovery hooks in the back of the truck. It finishes that off-roady look. And if you buy them separately, I want to say they're like $95, but you got to pull the whole rear bumper off. For $250, they're going to throw it on at the factory. I'm even going to opt for it, and I know how to take that bumper off. And there we go, our final woozy price right here. So we're looking at about $90K to build this truck. I hope you found that informative. If you got any questions, hit me up in the comments. You can always send us an email. And good luck on your build. Until then, I'll see you guys in the next one.